Alright guys, it's time to talk about Thorchain or RUNE on the channel once again. Now let's take a look here at RUNE and how far it's fallen. I am a little bit worried about RUNE at this moment, and yeah, it has fallen to a point and closed a candle at the lowest point it's closed in a very long time. I think we have to go back to really many weeks, and basically 2023 when it was closing candles down here at this level. Now let's put this back on a daily time frame. We are getting a nice little daily candle today, but this is only about a 12-cent move. Now, you know, that isn't really that much in reality. We do have a resistance here at about $1.21 to get above. And you can see that basically that had supported RUNE for quite some time here after this big dump. You know, this big dump took place basically because, you know, they were bankrupt. And yeah, I mean, I think they're going to work it out with their creditors personally. I don't expect RUNE to go bankrupt. And there was this problem here on 27th of February with the North Korean hackers. Using Thorchain to launder the Ethereum, and I think they changed it into Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken. So that is why we got kind of rejected here, guys, at $1.61, and we've just been very unlucky. I mean, this, you know, it's unpredictable. You know, all of these things lately with North Korea, with Trump's tariffs, and the Ukraine war and things like this, guys. There's just so many factors that are pulling all of crypto down. Now, had we not had any of these events happen, I guarantee you RUNE would be up here probably about $2, you know, $2.20, maybe even threatening to break out of this, you know, Fibonacci level. But we have just been really destroyed across the crypto market. And, you know, I am actually a little bit surprised that RUNE hasn't gone down a bit more. I do hate to see that it has closed candles down here and that it's, you know, basically it hasn't closed candles down here in 2 years. That's a little bit sad. But I can say there's a lot worse cryptos out there, guys, that are suffering a lot worse than RUNE. I think a lot of people realize that RUNE, you know, there is some value still here. It's a crypto that I think a lot of people are going to take a chance on, and that is why it is not really suffering so much. Now, let's take a look at the tokenomics, guys. The tokenomics of RUNE, you do have 500 million max supply, which is very little in this game. Circulating is 351 million, almost 352. Now, total supply that's been created is 425 million. Now, all-time high, guys, is up here at about $21. So you're getting about a 95% discount at the moment. And yeah, guys, I mean, I hope I find some free money soon, because at this price, you know, $1.13, you just can't really beat that, guys. I would say, you know, pick up as much as you can. That's not financial advice, though, but I just believe that they're going to work it out. So, yeah, I think this is still a good project. It's just unfortunate that they had some mismanagement with the financials. And, yeah. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin, guys, we are getting a nice bounce today. We are sitting at $83,200. We almost hit this line. Now, this line is a little bit different than what I have on my second PC in the other city, which I did a video on the past couple of days. I even did one this morning on IoTex. Now, it did almost touch this line, just like on the other PC, but they don't have the exact dollar values, but they're fairly close. Now, here I have 75,900 as the value of this daily support. And yeah, maybe I could adjust it a little bit, but I would say basically this is close enough that we got a bounce on this support. And next resistance is up here at about $87,144. And yeah, you can see we do have several daily resistances to get above, and then we're back in this box. So this is, you know, where we need to get back. Now, $83,150, still not a bad value, but you know, we probably needed this move, guys. And for the simple fact, we just needed to close the CME gap that we had since it was like November 8th to the 11th. Now, the candle from the 8th was here, so that was a Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday it opened up, and you have this candle. Now taking a look at it on TradingView, this is the gap I was talking about here. So basically, you can see that we did fill this entire gap just in the last couple of days. So yeah, that is a good thing to see. But now we do have a new CME gap that is still above us. So that's a good thing, guys. I think this is going to pull us up at least until about, what, 85, let's just say 800. And yeah, so if we go back here, you know, that should take us up to about right here where this gap will finish. And yeah, we still need to get through, you know, these several levels and get back into this box. So let's see what happens, guys. I think, honestly, that was the bottom, in my opinion. I just think we needed to fill that gap, unfortunately. And, you know, like I've said in the past, I'm not a huge believer in gaps, but they more often than not get filled, guys. So about 98% or something like this get filled. It's kind of amazing, but yeah, eventually they do get filled. Now, I know there's like some gaps at like $9,000 or something like this, but yeah, that'll probably never get filled. But that's, you know, part of the 1% that never do. Now, taking a quick look at Ethereum, really struggling. I zoomed in here. You can see it's right on the line of basically breaking back into that next level here, this Fibonacci level. Basically, Ethereum has come back all the way to the reaccumulation zone, guys, and it has lost this trend line. So this is not a good thing, and I think this is the farthest we have deviated from this line so far. Yeah, I mean, we basically haven't even deviated from this line the entire time it's been going up. You can see it's been getting bounces off this line, and yesterday, basically in the night, when Sunday closed and it rolled to Monday, it lost this line. So that's, you know, a little bit interesting to see. But yeah, Ethereum is just not leading the way, guys. I'm just really disappointed with Ethereum. You know, I just think that this is the last cycle for Ethereum to do anything. And then, you know, people are going to probably start looking towards other projects that are better than Ethereum. You know, it's a dying project in my opinion. Now, let's move on to the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. We are exactly at $1 trillion at the moment, guys. So we are back above the 1 trillion mark, which I'm happy to see, but we still have a lot of work to do, guys. Now, dominance. I am a little bit worried. We keep going up here on the dominance. And yeah, we hit this, actually at midnight, we hit this line here. And I said maybe we could have like a triple top here. But yeah, we hit it, and now we're about to hit it again, guys. So, you know, we just keep making higher lows here, basically. And I am a little bit worried if we break through this line. The next resistance will be up here at about 64.29, where we hit just on, what day was that? The 3rd of February, when we had that giant move, guys. I mean, that was just like several percent up. And most of that was just in like 10 or 15 minutes. It was amazing. I watched it live. I woke up in the night and, yeah, watched it. It was just really, really terrible. Altcoins got crushed, and altcoins are still getting crushed now. And this is not helping. So, let's take a quick look at the dollar index, guys. So we are starting to trend down a little bit more. We did lose, what, 103 39, but now we find ourselves coming back up. There is still an hour and 20 minutes basically on this candle. Let's see if this just, ends up being a retest of this line, and then we start to move down again. So honestly, this dollar index is probably what is really saving us at the moment from really going down, because we need a weak dollar. That helps Bitcoin's case, guys. So taking a look at the liquidation heat map, it's coming down, but still fairly high in my opinion. We have 606 million basically wrecked in the last 24 hours. Now, monthly returns, March is actually only slightly down for Bitcoin at the moment. Now, if we look at the quarter, guys, it looks terrible. 11% for Bitcoin, almost 42% for Ethereum. This is just, horrible quarter for Ethereum. It's turning out to be one of the worst quarters we might ever have. I mean, it's up in the top 5 or 6 here so far. And I mean, it's here we have 41.62, 48.69, 46.61. So yeah, it could end up being worse than all three of those. And then it would be like the second worst quarter we ever had. We still have, about, 20 days left in March. So yeah, I mean, there's plenty of time to overtake these horrible quarters. Now, fear and greed is at 24. Yesterday was a 28. Now, the altcoin season index, let me refresh this. Let's just see what happens. Okay, it's a 22 still. It's Bitcoin season basically. Now, if we look at the bull market peak indicators, sell at the top, still 0 from 30, guys. So, I am still holding everything. I haven't really sold anything. I am not going to take profit until I start seeing a couple of these or a few of these start popping off. And definitely not, days of ETF net outflows. That's not one that I would really consider, as a real bull market peak indicator. Now, Pi cycle top indicator, this is probably the best one in my opinion. If I zoom in, let me zoom in real good, guys. You can see this is actually curving down. This is very interesting. You can see this curve right here. It's curving down. It's curving away from this green line. So we are just prolonging this cycle. So, let's see. Today, I think I heard that we are about 800 or 850 days, something like this, in this cycle. Most cycles last like 1,100 days. So we still have a little bit of time. Now, yeah, I think this could, prolong it a little bit. It could end up being like the summer. I think in June, we were getting close to crossing, and then we just, we did something like this. So maybe we do similar. Maybe we come down and then start to go back up and finally cross. I think maybe we have at least 8 months now, because, like I said, it's curving away. So before I was saying like 5 or 6 months, but yeah, we're prolonging it. Now, tomorrow, CPI, very important. Watch this tomorrow. We could have major volatility if this is good or bad. Either way, it's going to be very volatile. Now, today we did have a lot of news, and job openings was very positive for us today. And we did have some good news from the Ukraine meetings. So you can see this was 0.2325 positive. But we had, this negative news about steel tariffs and aluminum coming from Canada. So it was a negative 0.56. So that's major negative news. And intraday, we do have 0.75 negative. So on the week, minus 1.21. That's just huge, guys. Now, crypto bubbles isn't working. I don't know why, but I don't know if you're having the same problem. Anyways, if you want to stake your coins, guys, go to Coinando. For example, I was looking for Sui a little bit earlier. You can find all the deals here, limits, the times you have to stake and things like this. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you like this video about RUNE, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.